Okay, now the adventure begins. So I'm hitchhiking on the D1982 outside Windhoek. Not very inspiring countryside. No cars passed. So I'll just start walking. I'm sure something wonderful will happen. So any sensible person would be going to Walvis Bay, about 300 kilometers to the right here, or back to Windhoek, where I came from. And apparently no sensible person goes this way. Oh, a sign. Oh yeah, the road number, 1412. It doesn't go anywhere apparently, but let's find out. I have a good feeling. Now surely you'd pick me up, wouldn't you? The only trouble is it's been an hour I've been walking along this road and there has not been anything. No car going either direction. Pretty hot. I haven't seen a human footprint. I've seen lots of animal tracks. I saw two, I guess, gazelles or impala. Heard a few bees, but nothing else. But I did come here to experience the harshness of the land, and that's what I'm experiencing. Every now and then I think I hear a car in the distance. I stop and realize it's my breathing. It's very quiet here. Okay, so I do have a system. I count my breaths, and every 100 times I exhale, I stop and do a 360 like this, just to be sure I'm really drinking in my surroundings. And then I've discovered that 500 exhalations is a mile. And so every mile I stop and I have a gulp of water and keep wondering what the wonderful thing is going to be. I know something wonderful is going to happen. I knew it. I knew I was going to find something wonderful. Look at this tree. Here we are in this desolation. Nothing growing. Everything dead, brown, nothing but dirt, rock, and hot, and dust. And here's this beautiful tree, this one tree. Why? How come this tree blossoms? It's soft. Can't climb up there, but it probably, ow, this sticker trees. Probably smells nice. Yeah. Is it worth 9 miles of walking in the heat? Sure. Well, an hour more of walking, and look who I found. He's smoothing the road out for me. It's the only vehicle I've seen. Oh my. The road grader just went by, and I stopped and talked to Francis and said, how many kilometers to the next dirt road where I might get back to Windhoek? He's just looked, Windhoek? You're going to Windhoek? Yeah, how far to the road? 32 kilometers. Well, I could see on the map that there was a river crossing this road, and this is the big glorious river. So it looks like I'll be bedding down close to here, sun setting. I did find a farmhouse up there. Nobody home, pretty sorry state. But at least there was a water tap, so I filled my 1.5-liter bottle, and I guess I keep walking. You know, I think about this and what's the best thing to do, turn around, go back or what, but I'm about halfway now, so no point returning. And as long as I keep walking, it's possible there's some little ranch house 10 kilometers up the road and someone will be going into town. I don't want to miss out on that. I'm sure there's a lesson to be learned in here. Probably has to do with checking the mileage before you start walking. Well, isn't that something? Not one single car. Now that it's dark, I'm going to build myself a fire and sleep right here by the roadside. No choice. Gosh, so many wonderful things have happened. I get this nice sunrise all to myself. Nobody else around partaking. I made it through the night. Wasn't my favorite night. I finally gave up last night and set up my sleeping bag and a little fire by the road. And then what seemed like a bad thing, but turned out to be a good thing, happened. A truck approached going the wrong direction. And a woman, although it was dark and I was standing there holding up my little American flag, a woman bent out the window and yelled something at me about camping is all I could hear, and kept going. I thought, how can this be? I'm obviously stranded alone here in the middle of the night. Why couldn't she let me sleep in her garage or something? But it turned out to be a good thing because she called Vasi, her rancher neighbor, who arrived and said that the woman was scared because she was a woman and I was a lone guy. And so he came to get me. And although he lived in the wrong direction, he picked me up. I shoved everything quickly into my sleeping bag and said he'd take me to a bigger dirt road. So he rescued me. He also pointed out that there were cheetahs and leopards in the area killing his cows, but that the cheetahs wouldn't bother me, but there were leopards and I really shouldn't sleep there. So he let me off on the bigger dirt road where he said the leopards didn't go to the bigger dirt road. And after a lot of walking, I finally gave up at midnight and put my sleeping bag down in the dirt, which just explains my disheveled appearance. And now I'm walking, and this is my 21-mile portion of the walk. But I'm sure, look at this, I'm sure there's going to be a car coming along any moment here. So good news, I got through the night. I got rescued by Vasi. I got the sunrise by myself. Didn't get eaten by a leopard. And I brought my Kindle along, so I've actually been able to walk along and read.